This is Robbie Mink with AmeriFirst Mortgage. I'm here with Christy Woods today. We are going to pick her brain and see what kind of questions we can get answered for anybody that might be interested in what do you need to know about a realtor, what you need to know, or what questions you might want to ask if you're not sure about how to go about getting a realtor or what they do. So question number one, where is or how is the best way to find a realtor?
So word of mouth,
Okay.
either by talking with your neighbor, your friends. They may have recently bought or sold a house.
Okay.
So if they're satisfied with their realtor, it's probably wise to use that one.
Okay.
Another way is to go to your most reputable realtors.
Okay.
Their websites, go to their brokerages, and all of your realtors are listed there. You can ultimately choose one.
Okay.
Look for their success rate, and just talking with them
Okay.
will help you figure out if you're a good fit with that realtor.
Okay. Good information. What should I expect from a realtor? If you're buying a house, I guess there's two sides to that. So you'll have a buying side and then a selling side. So if you can give a little information on each one.
Mm-hmm. So on the buying side, what you're going to expect from me or should expect from any realtor is for us to guide you through your process.
Mm-hmm.
Let you know, okay, we have the pre-approval. Here's our next step. They're going to take the pressure off of you as the buyer and try to make it as least stressful as possible.
Gotcha.
For you. Any concerns, any questions, anything, your realtor is there for you to handle all of that. They're going to guide you to several different inspectors, contractors, whatever it is you need. They have a little black book with everything.
I got you.
If you don't have a pre-approval, they're going to lead you to their best lenders,
Okay.
and that way you can get your pre-approval done. But we're there to be your representative and guide you and protect you through the entire transaction.
Okay.
And beyond.
Gotcha. And then on the selling side, pretty much all the same stuff.
Pretty much. We will handle all of the showings and making sure that all of that is going well.
Mm-hmm.
We'll help obviously stay in contact with all the other agents that may be coming in when there's offers. We will organize all of that for you.
Okay.
List it all, show you what's good, what's bad. Again, you have the ultimate decision, but we are there to represent you and take you through the process.
Okay.
I have said many times to people when they've said, I don't know that I really need a realtor. I look at them and say, do you take a lawyer to court with you to represent you? If you're going to say yes, then you need a realtor to represent you when buying and selling.
Okay, that's a good point.
Leave it to the professionals to do it.
Yes, most definitely. What would be, I guess, your point of view on a home inspection? You hear a lot of people talk about, should I get a home inspection or should I not? What's your personal opinion on someone getting a home inspection?
I always say, let's err on the side of caution.
Okay.
And it is always a good idea to get that inspection. I've had clients waive them.
Okay.
I have yet to have someone regret that. I know it will come,
Right.
but it is always good to have an inspection. Even though it comes out of your pocket, it's one of the best investments you'll ever make when purchasing your home.
Okay, awesome. So Christy is for inspections.
Mm-hmm.
Do I need a realtor to sell a listing? So if I want to sell my house, do you think, you hear a lot of people, well, I'll just list it myself and sell it. There's so many people talking about that nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not paying a realtor that kind of money. What's your rebuttal, or what do you think about that?
So my question to them would be, my very first question to them as a what we call a FSBO seller,
Yep.
which is the for sale by owner. How much traffic have you had on your own listing?
Sure.
I can generate
Okay.
the advertisement. It doesn't cost you anything. It comes out of my commission. I have all kinds of ways to broadcasting that in many more forms than a FSBO seller would ever dream of.
Okay.
I also can protect them through the process. There's so many questions. that are left unanswered.
Yep.
And 90% of the time, when a transaction goes to court from somebody buying and selling, they're taking a FSBO to court.
Wow.
So when you have a realtor representing you, it's not a no, it's never going to happen.
Sure.
But it's rare for that to happen, that you're going to have somebody taking you to court because something didn't go right. That's on me.
Right.
I represent you for a reason. My name is on that line. That means they're coming after to me for the most part.
Sure.
So I'm going to make sure that everything is done the way it should be, and I'm going to advertise you a whole lot more than probably you could think of.
Right. Okay. Good deal. What about if you hear that same thing, that we're going to touch on it twice, the benefits of using a realtor for buying? Because some people try to go in and buy a house with no realtor as well. So what's the flip side? I
actually just had that happen, and again, there's so many things that a buyer doesn't think of.
Sure.
And if they're trying to buy either unrepresented and going into a home that is represented by another realtor, or they're just buying from a FSBO, again, there's so many things that you don't think of.
Sure.
That are in an actual contract.
Right. That
you're not protected. Using a realtor as a buyer, it's not costing you anything.
Sure.
So let that person guide you and show you where you need to be.
And when you say it doesn't cost you anything as a buyer, you don't pay, or a realtor doesn't get paid from
the buyer's side.
From the buyer's side. Realtors
Correct.
Are paid from the listing
seller.
agent.
Yes, from the seller listing side.
So if you're a buyer, there's no reason not to have one.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
Okay.
We're going to remind you of all those things. And again, we're there as a professional guide.
Yeah.
To make sure that you have all your I's dotted and all your T's crossed.
Gotcha. Good deal. That was actually the next question, so we answered that one earlier. This is kind of a good one. What hours do realtors work?
I don't know about other realtors, but the ones I do know, we work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Gotcha.
That is why when we say a closing is going to happen in 30 days, it's not 30 business days. It is 30 calendar days, because we work 7 days a week. And I've actually had people call me at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning about a house.
Wow.
So I am on call as a realtor 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
So it doesn't matter what your client's work schedule looks like, you're
That's
there
right.
for them.
Yep.
That's good. Next question would be, do I need a realtor to build a house? If I'm going to plan on building a house, do I need a realtor to represent there?
You don't have to, but again, it's a very good idea, because even in new builds, when you're talking with a construction contractor or a home building contractor, there are things that as a buyer, you're not going to be aware of to look out for.
Sure.
And because we deal in that business every day, all day, and it's immersed in it, there are many things that we will come to that contractor and say, did you take care of?
Gotcha. So you're basically the middleman. You're making all those contacts with the contractor that you don't have, the client doesn't have to make.
Right. So we're going to try to make every transaction, every situation as least stressful as possible for our client.
Okay. And then to piggyback kind of off what we were saying earlier, if you're buying or having a house built, how is a realtor paid in that regard if there's no listing or, selling agent?
So it's still paid off of the seller side or out of the loan.
Okay.
So again, it's off of the proceeds that are made. It never comes technically out of your pocket.
Gotcha.
So it always happens at the closing table.
Good deal. And then there's a last question here. Who decides how much to list my house for, and how do we come up with that number?
So as a seller, most sellers have an idea of what they really want to sell for.
Sure.
So with me involved, what I do is we do what we call a CMA, a comparative market analysis.
Okay.
Those are free of charge.
Okay.
Any good realtor should do those for you.
Okay.
No questions asked, always free of charge.
Okay.
That's part of my job. And what that CMA involves is we go through in your neighborhood, in your county, in your school system, areas around you, and we find homes of like size, bedrooms, all kinds of things. There's all kinds of things that we weigh into it.
Okay.
And then we will compare those and then come up with an average, a median, and tell you, okay, this is where things are selling in this area.
Okay.
So here's what we suggest.
Gotcha.
Oftentimes a buyer will go with those, or a seller will go with those because we can show them the proof.
Right.
We've had sellers though that feel that they need a certain price and that's where they're sticking.
Sure.
And that's fine. We can always fluctuate those.
Okay.
I always tell my seller, yes, we can go high and come down as we need to accommodate the market.
What the market is.
Yes.
Okay.
But we absolutely, it's never just a number we throw out there.
Sure.
We take all kinds of things into consideration, but especially that CMA.
CMA.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I guess the last question I would have for you is, what would our people watching here, what would they benefit with going with Christy from Carpenter? What advantages do you offer over other real estate agents?
So I am relatively new in the field, as many say. I am just over my 1 year mark.
Congratulations.
Thank you. In that 1 year, I have done almost 2.3 million in closed volume.
Wow, nice.
By help of a certain person. But it does take a team. I will say that I feel like above all others, I am extremely patient. I have the belief that we'll find the right one when we find the right one.
Absolutely.
If it takes us a year, it takes us a year. If it takes us 2 weeks, it takes 2 weeks.
Sure.
I stay level-headed through the entire process. I don't let things over-excite me. And I will make sure that before I give you an answer, I have proof to back that up.
Nice.
I will also push when I need to push.
Yes.
To make things happen.
Yes.
So my ball is always in your court, and I will catch you when you fall.
There you go. I can attest to all of these things with working with Christy over the last year. It's been great. If you need a realtor, definitely reach out to her. All her information is going to be at the end of this video. Stay tuned at the end. It'll have her email address, Facebook link, also phone number where you can reach Christy. So if you need a realtor, this is where you need to go.
Thank you.
Thanks. You guys have a good one.